Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I've had Volkswagen here on my list for quite a while and haven't done a video about it, and been hearing some talk about it, and just keep putting it off. And so here's the video on it. But this is Volkswagen, trades over the counter. So if you're looking to purchase this one, you'd have to get it on Fidelity or TD Ameritrade or one of the other major brokerages. Ticker is VWAGY. And I'm sure y'all know what Volkswagen is. It's a German multinational automotive manufacturing corporation headquartered in Wolfsburg, Lower Saxony, Germany, and indirectly majority owned by Porsche. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. But a 220, almost 223 billion dollar revenue, and there's some further information on it. Volume is kind of low, I would say. $88 billion market cap. Here's what it's done over the last month. Kind of stays in the 27. There it got up to 42. Kind of stays in that particular range, and this $30 range is mostly where it stays. And here's kind of what it's done over the last week, just kind of a stepping slowly down, and currently at 35.17, and could have got on the dip here today below $35. But I got some information on this one, and I've been hearing some talk about Tesla versus Volkswagen, which is a better electric vehicle stock to buy. I currently own Tesla, as I've made quite a few videos on it. I do not own any Volkswagen at this time. That's not saying that I'm not going to purchase any. I just have not yet. So, but heated rivalry is developing in the electric vehicle EV sector, in the dominant and established players Tesla and Volkswagen are rapidly adapting expansion strategies and inventing new products to increase their market traction and stymie new competitors. And I still see quite a few Volkswagens around. I also do see more and more Teslas around, so I think they're both good plays. I just haven't bought the Volkswagen up to this point, but I'm going to watch it here, and if it stays around that $35 price mark, I'll probably be looking to purchase some. Again, this will be a long-term play for me. But the world's leading producers in EVs, Tesla and Volkswagen, have been exhibiting rapid growth. While Tesla remains a dominant player, German automaker Volkswagen is quickly catching up, seeing a dethrone Tesla as the world's biggest EV manufacturer. As new companies continue to enter the booming industry and grab market share from the dominant players, established car makers Tesla and Volkswagen have been ramping up their EV production and deliveries. And so I think they're both good plays. You can leave your comments how you feel about either one or both. Whether you're bearish, bullish, or into other EVs. I have quite a few EVs. Neo, Tesla, like I said, Xpeng, Ford, GM. I have quite a few different, not a whole lot in each, just kind of 10, 20, 30 stocks in each, and just kind of trying to build out the positions, and like I said, I'm in the long term for these. And here's kind of some of the latest movements, and this is about a week or 2 weeks old. As you can see, I think it was on March 23rd, but still some good relevant information. Tesla remains on track to begin vehicle production with the structural batteries in Berlin and Austin, Texas this year. The company has boosted its Model S and Model X production and expects to deliver the first Tesla Semi at the year's end. So another big catalyst for this. So that could we'll see what that does to the share price. Volkswagen recently announced its plans to scale up its modular EV drive toolkits and all-electric platform worldwide, with production in Europe, China, and the United States. It also intends to launch its first vehicles based on premium platform electric as early as next year. So, like I said, these are a long-term plays for me, and I mean, it's not a total ground floor opportunity, but it's kind of a ground floor opportunity how I look at it in regards to being on the EV end of it. So, in the fourth quarter, Tesla's total revenues increased 46% year over year. Profits have risen 49% from the same period. Volkswagen's net income has increased 27.8% year over year, or $6.3 billion in the period ended 12/31/2020. Company's other operating income grew from 19.2 from its year ago value of 6.02 billion. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. This is past and expected financial performance, so I think they're both going to perform well in the future. This kind of goes over their profitability and valuation. Feel free to pause and go over that there for yourself, or else you can go right to stock news. This is a new model that Volkswagen is coming out with, and so the Volkswagen teases the larger electric ID.6 ahead of Shanghai Auto Show. And if you've ever been to an auto show, Volkswagen is always there. They have I always like the looks of their vehicles. They're interesting and just kind of a different. I've never had a Volkswagen, but that's not saying that I never will. You never know what the future holds with the EV and everything. But the ID.6 is set to arrive larger alternative than the ID.4 model, which was introduced in 2020. It will maintain the same modular architecture as the 4, but will have more space to fit up to 7 passengers and 3 rows of seats. And anymore, a lot of people at least like one car where they have a 7 passenger, and that way you don't have to take 2 cars. I have 3 kids, and there's always other people going, and it's always nice to have a 7 passenger car, so better than a minivan. Documents leaked that by Chinese regulators have confirmed that the ID.6 will have a 201 horsepower electric motor expected to be mounted over the rear axle for a dual motor all-wheel drive. The ID.6 owner can expect around 302 horsepower. So they're kind of a little bit more conservative on their horsepower, but that should still have some get up and go. Keep you out of trouble that way. The Volkswagen Taycan interior renders revealed features a digital instruments display, and this is just dated here today, just a little while ago. So the Taycan SUV is the world premiere at the end of March, giving the world its first look at Volkswagen's brand new mid-size SUV in the Indian market. Today, the interior of the Volkswagen has been revealed. It renders shared during an online design workshop, providing a peek inside what is the group's second model to roll out in the VW's ambitious India 2.0 plan after the Skoda Kushaq. The renders confirm the production spec Volkswagen Taycan interior remains largely identical to that of the concept shown in 2020, with the same small changes. So that's a pretty cool interior, I think, and nothing but black and gray, kind of a metal type of look here. So it's kind of a good look, I would say. This kind of goes over some of their design and platform details. And I've seen a couple of these around in Omaha here. Kind of seen all kinds of models of Volkswagen. This kind of goes over the engine and gearbox. 1.0 liter 3-cylinder unit making 110 horsepower, 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine putting out 150 horsepower, 6-speed manual will standard for both engines. So it would be a good economical car. Volkswagen PH excited for T-Cross arrival, and this is just dated yesterday. After confirming its arrival in the country, Ayala-backed Volkswagen Philippines has expressed excitement over the debut of the T-Cross SUV. So they have some couple new models coming out. I believe Ford's working on about 20 to 30 different new EVs. GM, I have heard, is working on about 20 to 30 new EVs as well. And so they're all going to be turning out some new cars here. So should be very exciting in the years to come. The Volkswagen T-Cross is available in 55 countries. As of last month, its global sales have yielded stellar figures from 202,000 units rolled out in 2019 to 296,000. So that's quite a ramp up in the pandemic year. 46% increase despite restricted economic activities worldwide. So even in a pandemic year, a lot of these companies still thrive. So here's just some more information about the T-Cross, or else you can go right to Yahoo Finance and find that information. Ford, Volkswagen avoid supply disruption after EV battery makers resolve trade dispute. And this is just dated on the 11th as of yesterday. Two big South Korean EV battery makers said that Sunday they had settled a long-running trade dispute that they will allow one company to move ahead with plans to manufacture batteries in Georgia. The agreement between LG Energy Solution and SK Innovation ended the need for Biden to intervene in a case closely watched for the implications on Biden's clean energy agenda, which includes a sharp increase the number of EVs as part of the plan to address climate change. And everybody's wanting to address climate change, and LG is an awesome brand. I've had I have more than one of their TVs right now, and it's a great quality. I would say probably second line to a Samsung, since I've had a Samsung, but LG lasts forever. It's a great brand. The company said the joint statement, and SK will provide LG Energy to provide a total of $1.8 billion and an undisclosed royalty. They agreed to withdraw all pending trade disputes in the United States and South Korea and not assert new claims for 10 years. So a lot of good information in here about the batteries and moving forward and working with LG. And you can find this on Detroit Free Press. Over here to Reddit, see if we can find any juicy details. Amateur investors with a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Last like there was 2008, and that squeeze lasted 4 days. $50,000 in Volkswagen. So the new Tesla changed my mind. So if you have any Volkswagen shares or any EV stocks, period, go ahead and leave that in the comments. That would be interesting to know, and your thoughts on Volkswagen as well as Tesla. And I would assume everybody in these is either trading them and or long in them. I'm long in a lot of the EV plays. Just hold, I guess. Yep, I would say to hold. And that's a pretty sweet car. That is a 4-door. It's a very cool car. Kind of looks like a James Bond car. Very luxury looking. this is a hold. What are you guys expecting it to go to $500 tomorrow? So there you have it. Long hold for this one. Volkswagen brand expects its 2021 electric car deliveries to double. So I think a lot of these plays are going to double, and a lot of the EV ones, especially Volkswagen, Tesla is definitely a runner, and some of the other ones. Like I said, go ahead and leave your favorite in the comments, and any comments you have in regards to Volkswagen. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. That would really help out the channel and get the videos out to more people, so we can keep promoting the channel here. And I thank you for all the support and watching the videos, and go ahead and hit that bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.